Hello, my name is Pat. I founded the Master Series coating line 30 years ago, and I want to give you some directions on how to use our deluxe chassis kit. It's quite simple, it's not rocket science, but I thought this guy would help you guys out. This, first of all, is your rust remover, metal edge cleaner. After you wire wheel the chassis down, if you don't have sandblasting equipment, or even if you did, you'd wipe it down with this. Now you can put this in a spray bottle, soak it on a wire wheel chassis. Within an hour, you're going to have some pretty clean steel. Wear gloves, wear a dust particle respirator, or if you have a regular respirator, that's even better. This is an acid, so you got to be careful with it. Read the directions, and there's a sheet included with it on how to use it properly. Now, after we clean the chassis off, the next step is we're going to prime it with the Mastercoat Permanent Rust Sealer Surfacer. This is a permanent type bridge primer developed by the Mobay Chemical Company. Now, it's part of the 3-coat polyurethane system. 2 coats of primer, 1 coat of color. Now, when you combine 2 coats of this and 1 coat of the AG111, our bridges do at least 14 years outside, at least. So this is the only type of airtight primer. It's totally solvent-proof, it's moisture activated, and when you use it, you take the lid off, you take a stick, and you paddle it up from the bottom. You don't stir it in a circle. After you paddle it up from the bottom and you break it up and everything is nice, pour out what you need, put a piece of saran wrap over the lid, put the lid back on. Now, you put 2 to 3 coats down, and then you follow it up with the AG111. This was originally developed for the New York City subway system. This is an anti-graffiti coating. It'll do 90 days immersion in acetone. So if you should get overspray on your chassis later on, just take a rag with any kind of solvent and wipe it right off. Now, this is the paint. This is the A part. It's filled to here. This makes a measured quart. So here's what we do. We stir this. This one you can stir in a circle. Take 2 parts of A, 1 part of B. Again, stir it thoroughly. If you'd like, you can put a splash of this special thinner. This is the only thinner I want you to use with the AG111. And stir it up. You can shoot it, or you can brush it. It brushes on beautifully without the brush marks. And when you're done, you can either have the satin, the gloss, the red, and we also make a clear coat. Say you want a purple chassis. 2 coats of this, your purple, our clear, you have a purple chassis. Very simple. And wear gloves. Before you touch any of this stuff, put on a pair of rubber gloves. If you run into difficulties, simply call the 800 line and we'll be happy to assist you to get through your project. As you can see, we restore cars, so if we can help you out in any way, give us a holler. And thank you for watching. Now we're going to put a little metal prep. We wire wheeled it down with a heavy wire wheel. Now watch this. This thing will pump. Come on, baby. There we go. Let's get a little spray here going on. You saturate this, and this will dissolve some serious rust. Now, at a heavy scale, it would take forever. But after you wire wheel, the next thing is a little bit of this. And this, just to give you a demonstration how fast this will dissolve this. Now we're in the sun. It'd be ideal if we weren't, but you know, what are you gonna do? Summertime. Soak it good. Don't be afraid. And don't let it dry. Now we're gonna let this sit about 20 minutes. I'm gonna get this. Yeah, I'm gonna get the silver. You stir it from the bottom up, not in a circle. Today's very humid, so we don't want to create a little vortex to suck the humidity in. So as soon as he gets this mixed up, we're going to shoot the inside of the bed. We're applying multiple thin coats. The principle behind this coating is multiple thin coats cut off the oxygen. So we're going to use nice thin coats. It's hot, humid today. We're in northern New Jersey. So we want nice thin coats to avoid blistering and bubbles and other problems. So this is the first coat. We're going to put the second coat on in about an hour. When the second coat tacks up, we're going to dust it with the AG111 Anti-Graffiti Gloss Black. Let that harden up, and then we're going to even it out for maximum stone chip resistancy and maximum the A part up thoroughly. And now we take this can and dump it in, and that'll make a full measured quart. And continue to stir. Count to 100. We got 4 hours to 6 hours to get rid of this. I think we mixed a little bit too much paint, but we've got another quart. So we'll have plenty. We're going to do the bed, top, bottom, and then we're going to do the chassis. So 1 quart should cover it. Oh yeah, we're doing this stuff. All right, we have the tack coat of the silver down, and now we're dusting it with the AG111 for maximum corrosion and adhesion. This kid's going to be putting beer kegs, rocks, stones, and everything else in here, so we want to keep chipping down to a minimum. Now, if he does manage to chip it, the rust won't travel beyond the chip. So right now, we're just going to put a nice fog coat down, and then we're going to come back over and even it out. All right, we're putting the first coat of silver on. We phosphatized the whole chassis. And now Ralph's putting the first coat on. Oh, well, like I said, we're using multiple thin coats. That works best. Second coat of silver going on. Looking very nice. First coat of silver. If you notice, the pitting is starting to disappear. So we're going to put another coat on and maybe a little bit more. And we can make it really smooth and a restored look is what we're looking for. All right, we're putting the first coat of black on. Looking pretty good. A little trouble with the spray gun. We're using a finishing gun, which is too small. You always want to use about a 2.0 tip. And Mr. Ralph, he's decided he's going to put 2 coats of black on. So, that's where we're at so far. All right, Richie's finally putting the black on now. We're on the road home. Pretty soon we'll be hauling beer kegs and things like that. Okay, we got the black on, and I think that's about it. Thank you for watching. You can see we restore cars also. There's a 55 outside, which is completely primed with our primer, top, bottom, inside and out, and underneath the AG111. It's been since 2006, and the paint still looks good. So if there's any way we can help you, call the 800 line. If you need technical assistance, ask for Pat. I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. And again, thank you for watching our video. I appreciate it.